So we spoke last night, Paddy, you weren't on, but I spoke about reported interest from us and Usman Dembele, and we were speaking about Dembele, Asensio, and Gnabry. And I was basically we were talking about who'd be a better fit for the team. Who would you take of those three if I was to offer them to you right now? Dembele, Usman Dembele, Marco Asensio, or Serge Gnabry?
Gnabry, easily.
I think I think
As a
that was
play,
probably the choice of most. No, actually,
as
I
a
think it was Dembele. I think Dembele.
if there was no external factors and they were all fully fit with no injuries, the best player out of the three of them is without doubt Usman Dembele. But of course, he is probably one of the most famed injury plagued players in the history of the game. His injuries would just be enough to be like kind of wary of him. But as a player, pound for pound, who's the best player? It is easily Dembele. He is a joke of a player on his day. Both footed, skills, unbelievable. But unfortunately, he's just been murdered by injuries.
Yeah, I kind of tried to compare him, I think, to Gomez in how his career has progressed so far. The talent's there, the quality's there. Really unlucky, as you said, with injuries as well. But on a free, as much as he won't be on a free. But I don't know. I think with our medical team or sports science team and nutritionists, I would have happily taken a punt on him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, it's not our money. I would look. Yeah, I think it could have been a bit of a masterstroke, but his injury record is just awful, and God knows we've had enough of them boys over the years.
I'm probably going to make a few people happy here because L'Equipe are reporting that Chelsea have made an offer to Ousmane Dembele of £287,000 per week, which look, it's kind of understandable because he's technically on a free, but that's a lot of money to be committing to somebody to come in and solve your issues in a wide area with that injury record.
That is that is an obscene wage for someone of his profile. See, I knew Thomas Tuchel loves him because obviously was with him when he broke out at Dortmund. Well, obviously Saint Etienne and then Dortmund, but yeah, it's a lot of money. That's an obscene amount of money. That is one that can go very wrong very quick. But listen, fair play to Chelsea. I think if they can get him playing injury free, they have a world class player on their hands.
Now, let me ask you the next question that I was asking yesterday, the follow up. Would you take Werner?
Yes,
Good man.
I like Werner. Soft spot for Werner. Think he would do unbelievable for us. Wanted him very badly when it was us against Chelsea for him. Obviously, I seen you say on a video that he'd be the perfect Salah replacement or something like that. I seen that come on.
Yeah, if Salah moved on, I'd more than happy take Werner as the player coming on that side.
I think in the context of, I think people sometimes would misconstrue that as you'd rather him instead of Salah, but I think it's a case of if Salah leaves, which, yeah, why not? I like Werner. I think he's a very rough diamond, but if anyone in the world knows how to craft and shape a rough diamond, it's Jurgen Norbert Klopp.
I think I could be wrong on this, but I think I may have seen a couple of links to Juventus for Werner because it does look like Tuchel would be willing to move him on. I just don't know. Like you'd imagine we'd probably have to pay a premium if we were interested.
I think they have a plethora, isn't it, of talent. So they could see Werner leave and be all right with it. But I just think his German connection will keep him there with Tuchel. It will always help to link up with Kai Havertz and the likes.
Do you think he'll get the time though? Because it's been a pretty disastrous spell so far. For whatever reason, whether it be the manager, the system, the player, whatever, it just hasn't really worked out as of yet.
Chelsea is one of those clubs where you're not really afforded the time to do well. And as an attacker, as a striker, they have been cursed with attackers for years. So I just think it was the wrong club at the wrong time. And he should take refuge over at Anfield.